What's good, everybody? It's your boys, Travis Kane and TJ. We are back with episode 50 because your boy remembered this week of the TKT podcast, Two Kill Time podcast of every podcast viewing podcast, favorite podcast on every podcast streaming platform like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Anywhere you can find a podcast, the TKT podcast, Two Kill Time podcast, your favorite podcast is on that podcast streaming platform. Boys, how was y'all's week?
Buddy, my week was fucking shit.
What is that?
I just worked all weekend.
Damn.
And so I didn't really do much besides fucking literally wake up, go to work, sleep,
repeat.
Wake up.
It's the first of the month.
Yeah. Sorry. Rent day. So I'm broke too.
Vibes. I was just like pulling my entire mic out, lifting it up this high. Like it's like the arm, like almost just came right out of the fucking thing.
I didn't even pick that up.
What?
I didn't even pick that up.
No, mine, like I moved it around. I went like this, and it almost lifted like out of the thing. I know you guys couldn't hear that, but I just inhaled really hard, and the podcast is going to hear that. That's going to be in somebody's car speakers tomorrow morning. It's very loud.
Oh, no.
Travi, how's your week, buddy? Oh, wait, hold on. Go ahead, TJ.
We should apologize because we're going to be a day late.
Oh, that's all right. They get it. You know, we only got 3 more. Which, by the way, so we only have 2 more episodes after this one for season 1. Shout out us for doing this every week for a year. Yeah. But we need to make sure we're here for this. We need to make sure we're here for this. For the last 2.
Yeah.
So we got to make sure we got to put a little bit more planning in.
It's got to be on Tuesdays.
Have any more guests?
I mean, the only other one that we could do is Slade's, but he's the only one that he wants to be on before the end of season 1.
Yeah, he wants like next week.
I mean, we can.
Yeah, I was gonna say we could.
Doesn't matter to me. I just figured I'd run it by you guys.
I feel like you probably should have updated us before like the last 2 episodes.
Yeah, we could have planned.
I mean, I know we're talking about Chris, so like we're limited to a lot here, but I mean, I'd be more than happy to have Chris on here, but to request in the last 2 episodes is absolute blasphemy, I think. I mean, we may be able to coordinate it. We'll see. We'll try and work it into our schedule. Sure, we're pretty booked. You know, we're pretty booked, so might be kind of tough for the next 2 episodes.
Might be tough to squeeze them in.
Yeah, for sure. Travi, how's your week, buddy? How are you doing?
I'm doing good, bro.
That wasn't reassuring at all.
No,
it didn't sound.
I'm doing all right, bro.
Okay.
I'm doing okay. You know.
There you go. That's better.
You're fine.
Just got back from having dinner with Jeff and his wife.
Yeah, he's in town for like how long, right?
Yeah, like a week. I think he's leaving next Tuesday.
Gotcha. You guys are doing like a big thing for him on Saturday, right?
Yeah, well, a little bit of a big thing. There's going to be a handful of people there, but a little pool party action.
Weird.
Oh, shit.
Little pool party.
Yeah.
Party.
Matt's grandma's. Shout out Matt's grandma. She's a G.
Shout out Matt's grandma.
Not for real.
She's a G.
Yeah, she's a real one, bro. No, that was good, man. What about you?
I was all right. Went and saw Oppenheimer. Talked about going to see Barbie last week. We went and saw Oppenheimer on Saturday this past week.
How was it?
Phenomenal, man. So saw it in IMAX 70 millimeter. Honestly, like, it's so hard to explain as a movie because the way I'm trying to think of what you would call like the score, like the music score, is fucking phenomenal. Like it's loud when it needs to be loud. Yeah, like it's loud when it needs to be loud. It's quiet when it needs to be quiet. And it just captivated like the entire. I mean, the fucking theater's full. Like you're in a theater with 200 people, and it's packed. Yeah. Like every seat is full. And there's a solid 45-second scene where it's dead silent when the bomb's going off, right? Like, no spoilers, but it's dead silent, and everybody's just like, holy fuck. Like, everybody's like, no one made a peep, dude. Dead silence.
Really?
Yeah, it was fucking wild. And
Everyone's locked in.
the way I
It's fire.
explained it to somebody here that I work with is it's like an orchestra, or not an orchestra, an opera. Not that they're singing and shit, but it's not an emotion you can describe. It almost makes you anxious because you know what's happening, but it gives the full story
It's just
of
like a dramatic.
yeah, it gives like the full story of if we didn't beat them or if we hadn't came out with it first, like that type of shit, what it could have encompassed and what the world has come to. And one of the last things, and I don't want to spoil it for you guys, so I don't want to say too much. Like, I
Yeah,
don't,
please don't.
It's just
Yeah,
that
if it's
it's not
Yeah,
it's
no.
not gonna ruin it, but I'm not gonna say it. But there's a scene with Albert Einstein. I'm sure you guys have seen, like, he's in the movie. But so there's a scene with Albert Einstein in the beginning, and then they actually play that scene in the end where, like, it all ties in. So, like, the whole movie, I think, is why it's like, ah, man, the whole movie you're thinking, this fucking sucks. Holy shit, you're on edge. And then at the end, it ties it all in, and you're like, you're even more on edge because you're like, holy fuck, he's right. Like, that would have spun me out too. And, like, it's a whole thing, man. To me, it's a 10 out of 10, bro. To me, it's a 10 out of 10. If you can see it in IMAX, like, go down to fucking Albany and watch it in IMAX if you can. Not every IMAX is 70 millimeters, so it's not going to be the correct, like, portion, but you have to see it in IMAX. You have to. It's so good, man. It's so fucking good.
word.
Visually,
I
like,
wanna go see that.
visually paired with the music, paired with the acting. Like, Robert Downey Jr. is probably one of the best movies I've ever seen him act in, and I'm a big Marvel fan. Cillian Murphy, great. I mean, outstanding. Great movie, dude. Great movie all around. 10 out of 10 in my opinion.
Yeah,
Now,
I saw that brought in like 460 million box office, and Barbie brought in like 800 million or something like that.
yeah, but see, so that's what I was trying to explain last week is the thing people have to remember that is Barbie's showing 21 times a day just at Nashville. Oppenheimer's showing 4. It's 3 hours
crazy.
long, and it's only showing in IMAX.
Oh, fuck.
Like,
That's
that's
crazy.
the only way you can watch it here. So
Yeah.
it makes sense that
Yeah.
Barbie's outdoing it. But in terms of, it's just, I don't know, man. It's just a great movie. It's all around just a stunning film. All around.
Dude, I
Oh,
saw
yeah.
this funny TikTok, speaking of, like, how much money they're bringing in. And it was, like, comparing it to, like, NFL or NBA contracts and, like, just players. And it was like, damn, so, like, Barbie really pulled in, like,
Yeah.
it said it only costed, like, a couple years of Joe Harris to make. And it was like, and they made, like, a Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
They were like,
Well,
and
I
Barbie
think
made a whole Kevin Durant or
What did I
something
see?
like that, bro. And it was mad funny. Travis, I sent it to you. I don't know if you've seen it yet, but
And then
that shit was mad funny. Cause
yeah,
he was just
Oppenheimer
like,
cost
that's
$100 million to make.
Yeah, that's like,
Yeah, that's wild.
it's just funny to compare money like that to
Yeah.
players.
I'm trying
That's
to see if
insane,
it, like, will show me Oppenheimer.
how much did it cost to make Barbie?
Hold on, I'm looking up box office for Oppenheimer so far.
Yeah, maybe those numbers were completely wrong. I have no idea.
So worldwide, it's at 419 million. Opening night was 82 million, and that's as of. It's not telling me. Yeah, it's not telling me as of, but I'm assuming that's pretty recent. Barbie cost to make.
It's just funny.
Barbie cost 150 million.
Oh shit.
Jesus. 150 million for a
No,
movie.
sorry, 145 million to make, 150 million in marketing. So
Like,
I mean, you're talking 295 mil.
Yeah,
It didn't give me that for the
300 M's?
Oppenheimer thing.
That's crazy though.
Yeah,
Like that's one Jaylen Brown. Now you need 60 more mil. You know, that's a couple years of Jaylen Brown.
Go get yourself like a Dante DiVincenzo, bro.
Yeah, so this is saying the marketing campaign was between 65 and 100 million for Oppenheimer.
To fill the rest of the
65
contract.
and 100.
Yeah, between 65 and 100 is what it says.
That's crazy.
It's wild.
Barbie was probably all like.
Yeah, Barbie's made 811 million worldwide.
Damn.
I mean, Barbie was a good movie too, man. I said that last week. I do believe though that like
I
that.
See it, kind of, but like I don't.
Dude, go
like,
see
go
it. It's stupid funny.
For Barbie, bro.
Yeah, like I don't know if I want to spend the money.
So buy them
Like,
in an
I'd rather-
app. Like what's the theater in Albany?
I don't know. I don't go to Albany. I don't go all the way down there.
Damn.
There's a bunch of theaters near me.
Yeah, but like,
Closer.
what's the like? There's AMC, Regal. Like, is there a big
Oh,
name
it's probably
theater?
Regal.
Yeah,
it's
dude.
probably
Regal has an app. Buy them online and then just walk in. They scan your phone. That's what we do every time. Smooth sailing, brother.
Yeah, that's a better one.
And they got rewards, bro. Like, swear to God, I have like 30,000 in rewards for Regal, or built up over the last like 3 years.
I wouldn't mind like walking.
Hey,
in and
tell
being
Cadence to never walk in the back of podcast ever again.
Yeah, that's mad funny because she told me to sit the other way because she didn't want to walk in the back. So
That's funny.
That's so funny. All right, but no, I don't have a problem walking in and be like, yo, let me get that Barbie ticket.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck, but like, I just don't want to spend the money to do that. Like,
why? It's like fucking $15 to see Barbie. What's $15 for 2 hours?
Yeah, like I just don't. I'm not like fully set on seeing it.
Oh,
like if it comes out to streaming, fuck yeah, I'll watch it.
See,
because it's intriguing.
What I said to Haley was, I think I mentioned this last week. I would watch it if it came out on streaming if I hadn't seen it here. But I'm glad I went to see it in theaters because I feel like I had 2 hours of like, yeah, this is what I'm doing. Like I can't get up and go make a snack while it plays, go to the bathroom, fucking scroll on my phone, like. So I feel like I understand.
Fantasy team.
Like exactly. I grasped the fucking concept and the messaging in the movie way more than I would have if I watched it at home. But
I feel like anytime I put on a movie, I get sucked into it.
It depends,
like
man.
home or at the theater. It does depend if I've seen the movie or not.
Yeah.
Like if I haven't, then I'll be focused. But if I have seen it, yeah, I don't really pay attention.
But see, like the Oppenheimer movie.
That I need to see in a theater.
Yeah, like you have to see it in a theater. And I even said to Haley, I really want to watch. I would go watch it again in theater, 100%. I would. But I feel like if I watched it at home, it would not. Like, even though I've already seen it in theater, it's not going to be the same at home.
Yeah.
And I'm just not going to enjoy it as much. Whereas, like, Avatar, I went and saw the new Avatar movie twice. That shit was banging.
I've never gone to the theaters and seen a movie twice.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I don't...
the first one I ever did was Endgame.
Insidious before.
Yeah, I went and saw Endgame twice. And then...
I've never done that.
Yeah, I saw Endgame twice, Avatar twice are the only two movies that I've ever done it. I think those are the only two.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm being honest, I like to, like, even new stuff, I like to watch at least 2 times because I like to look, like, for other things the second time around that I missed the first time.
That's fair.
Nice. Anyways.
Yeah, anywho.
TJ, you wanted to talk about the Mets there a little bit. They essentially unloaded fucking everyone.
Everyone, dog. We loaded mad money into Scherzer and Verlander.
Mm-hmm.
And they weren't playing great. They were playing okay, but they're old. You know what I mean? They're both fucking 40.
I mean, for sure, but they're both fucking Cy Young. It was a trade deadline.
We traded both of them.
Yeah, so now you guys are gonna pay them $55 million over the next year and a half to play for other teams.
To not play for us.
Swear to God.
Yeah,
And
Scherzer went to
Texas.
The Rangers, and then Verlander went back
to the
Houston.
Astros, yeah. And so Scherzer it was either an interview today or an interview yesterday. It was like his first day with the Texas Rangers media team. And they basically asked him, like, hey, so, like, what the fuck's going on in New York? Like, because Scherzer was not happy in New York. You could tell, like, the whole situation he was unhappy with. So he found out, like, hey, there's a chance that everybody gets offloaded come the trade deadline, like a week or two ago. And so he met with Steve Cohen, the new owner, the guy that went out and spent all this fucking unreal money to bring everybody here. And Steve Cohen basically said, yeah, we're going to offload a bunch of people. Not sure it's going to be you, not sure it's going to be Verlander, but we're offloading a bunch of money this year because we're going to scrap it. It's not working. Mind you, they're only like the Mets compared to the Yankees are a 5-game separation. Like, yes, they're different leagues, but if you look at the Mets to the Yankees, like the Yankees are in dead last of their division, and the entire AL East division is better than the AL Central. Like, there isn't a direct comparison there. I want to say that fourthmost, but it's
the
a
Mets
5-game.
Playing too bad this year.
Yeah, they just had a really bad month of June.
Yeah,
they had a really bad month of June.
Yeah.
So the argument is like, hey, what do you fucking mean? Like, why are you offloading? And basically, when Scherzer asked Steve Cohen that, is they're essentially scrapping all of this year, saying fuck it next year. So anybody that's on a 1 or 2 year deal, they're not bringing back.
Probably gone.
Or they're going to offload during the offseason or before the trade deadline next season. And they're shooting for a 2025 and 2026 run. So it's going to – that may mean nothing because, I mean, you looked at this year and it was supposed to be the fucking the big shebang. They went out and spent $350 million in the offseason this year on guys that are supposed to be the team to take you to the playoffs. And they're not out of the playoffs, man. Like I said, I mean –
they're in the running right now. It's just
I'm looking up the MLB standings because they're not that far off.
Paid attention lately.
They're 50 and 56. They're 19 games out of first place in their division. I'm going to check the wild card running because I imagine they're not fucking close.
Yeah.
They are 6.5 games out of the wild card. There's 2.5 months left to play, or 2 months left to play. So they're not. They're not out of it by any means. They're fucking 7 games out of being in the playoffs.
There's still, what, like 60 games to play or something?
There's 50 and 56, so they're 106, so it's about 56 games. There's 56 games, and there's 6 out.
Okay.
So they're not out of it yet. No one's like, hey, we're not making the fucking playoffs. And they're just like, hey, fuck it, scrap it.
Until now.
Yeah, because the trade deadline the trade deadline has come and gone now, but I mean, if you sit back and think about it, it does make sense because Scherzer and Verlander were only on 2-year deals. They have this year and next year. So it makes more sense to ship them off and pay a portion of their contract with other teams to bring in either young guys or bring in people from elsewhere during free agency. You know what I mean? So
they also traded that other pitcher that pissed off Scherzer before they sent him off. I can't remember his name, Robertson or something.
Who?
It was like Robertson or something like that. I can't remember.
Not ringing a bell to me.
You guys gotta forgive me because I don't pay attention to baseball much. But what happened to DeGrom?
DeGrom's been gone. I'm pretty sure DeGrom's with the Rangers too.
Yeah, he is.
He's been gone this whole
year.
He's
hurt.
Did we trade him?
No, he was a free agent last year. He didn't re-sign. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
But like again, you got a team like you look at the AL East, and again, last place is the Yankees at 55 and 52. That entire division is positive. The Red Sox were the best team in baseball since the All-Star break. So since July like 8th, they're the best team in baseball. They're 57 and 51, and still 9 games back in first place in our division. Like the entire division's positive, but you go to wild card, and the Red Sox and the Yankees aren't even in the wild card right now because the other divisions are so ass that only 2 of their teams need to be good for a wild card team to make it. And so I just don't understand that thinking of, hey, let's trade 2 former Cy Youngs that have played decent, thrown decent. Yeah, we're not hitting the ball that great, but at least we're staying in games. Like, we can be competitive. We're 7 games out of a playoff spot with 56 games to go.
This makes no sense. I mean, I get the plan. I just don't see why the abrupt change of pace.
Yeah, I mean, to have the outlook of everybody being like, oh, shit, the Mets are going to be really fucking scary this year, to, oh, well, we're going to scrap this year and next year to shoot for 25, 26 is crazy to me.
Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like it at all. On the bright side, though, fantasy, that's coming. Our fantasy league draft is next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Which I'm fucking pumped for, dude. It's going to be sick.
Yeah, that's at 9, right?
Yeah, 9 Eastern, 8 Central. Super pumped for that. I think Will's is
like
the next
Tuesday?
day. Yeah, next Tuesday.
Okay.
They're coming up. 9 Eastern, 8 Central. And then we got to figure out the paid league, too.
Don't we have one on Wednesday, too?
I think Will's is Wednesday, yeah.
Wednesday is going to be a tougher one for me, but
I told him I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to make that time because I don't know when I'm actually going to get out. In fact, no, now I know when I'm going to get out. I close, so.
That's going to be like just before I'm walking into work, so I might be able to do like half of it, but.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to make close.
Speaking of having to go to work, I got to get going here, fellers.
All right, buddy. Well, I hope you have a good night at work, buddy.
Yeah, pod family. Have a good week. I'll see y'all next week, boys.
Yes, sir.
Take care of yourselves.
Yes,
and,
sir.
Peace.
See you, buddy. And it's just down to me and Travis now.
And but number 2.
Bro, like I practiced some fucking drafts for the 16-team league. Like I was practicing, dude. I think I got a strat, dude. I just think I have the strat, dude, because 16 teams, there's going to be people left by the time my picks come up. It's not going to be
that's for your league?
Yeah, the 16-team league.
Okay.
I haven't practiced the paid league yet because I didn't know when we were going to draft, and I haven't practiced Will's because, frankly, I don't care about Will's. I kind of want to join Will's paid league just because it's paid, but it depends.
I think I'm going to as well.
It depends on when he wants the money because I'm not paying at the beginning of the season for him to hold my fucking money.
Yeah.
So that just depends on that.
Well, he said he'd probably do what you're doing.
Oh, shocker.
Yeah, I mean that.
But I'm really excited for fucking football to start, man. I'm fucking pumped for Madden. It comes out in 2 weeks.
I'm like a little kid. I keep saying it, dude. I feel annoying. I know I'm annoying.
Yeah.
But like, I'm hyped, bro.
Yeah, like I want to play the new Madden. I want to fucking. I hope they have like the throwback jerseys in there this year that they're supposed to. They should, right? Because they've announced them all. Because remember last year they were going to put all these new helmets that they were going to throw in, and they never put any of them in. Do you remember that? Was it last year or the year before they were saying, hey, we're not going to.
The year before, because in 23 there's quite a selection.
Yeah, it was like, hey, we're going to update the Madden with the new helmets. And EA had them in the game, and they got in trouble, so then they took them out, and they said you had to wait until we released all of them because they were in the beta. Like, you had to wait until we released them to the public. So EA took them out, and then they never released them. I just can't wait, man. I hope the Oilers unis are in there. Yeah. Well, if you pre-order it, so if you pre-order it, it's the 15th. If you don't, it's the 18th. If you have EA Play Pro, which I do, I can play on the 14th at 7 p.m. I'm fucking pumped, dude, because that's Monday night and I'm off Tuesday. So I'm going to be playing all night Monday into Tuesday. I'm fucking pumped, dude.
I won't be able to do that, but...
Yeah, well, you know, you can always call out.
I want to run a friendly match.
A little exhibition.
Yeah.
First game on Madden 23.
We haven't been able to play since like 2020, bro.
I know. I was looking at the stats and I was like thinking, holy shit. So the last time we played was 2021.
Or yeah, whatever it was.
No, like Madden 21, which would have been 2020. Because we didn't have you weren't in the league in 22 because you didn't have a PC. And then we didn't even run a league for this year. Damn. Crazy.
Been a while, bro.
Been a minute. Moving on from like just sports shit.
Yeah.
I saw this fucking video and it was just like these wild facts I think we could just like talk about and hit on for a minute. I mentioned them to you earlier this week. I don't know if you remember any of them. But it's just like stupid like facts that just seem absurd. So I'm just going to get into it. Number one is Tampa, Florida. Okay, Tampa, Florida has never hit over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. It's never hit 100, never hit triple digits.
I feel like that's not true, but I guess it's a wild fact.
It's just like there's no way it can't be real, right? Like that can't be real.
Yeah, like I don't think that's accurate.
I'm gonna look it up.
Side note, while you're looking it up for your marketing strategy, I think
for your marketing
every time we do a podcast episode from here on out, you have one wild fact. Just wilder.
Okay. I'm trying to
Maybe
find
not.
Tampa's hottest day. I put hottest day instead of day.
Hottest
Tampa
day.
International, Tampa. ClimateSpy.com. Nah, it dead ass hasn't, bro. Swear to God. Hold
What's
on.
the highest it's been to?
Hold on. I'm trying to find it. Why is this not like pulling up? Here we go.
I'm surprised Hayden or anybody hasn't.
The records go back to 1981. The highest temperature recorded at Tampa during that time since 1981 is 99 degrees Fahrenheit on June 26, 2020. Since 1940, the temperature extremes were measured at Tampa's International Airport. Highest Tampa temperatures in recent years. The highest has been is 99 as of June 26, 2020.
What the fuck?
That's fucking wild, dude. Like, you would think Tampa would be way hotter than that. I mean, just the humidity from the ocean.
Right. Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm sure if it's 99, real feel is probably up there. But, like, Tennessee's 100 all the time. Like, 2 or 3 times a year. I'm sure New York has hit 100.
Yeah.
Has New York ever hit 100 degrees? Temperatures above 100 are very rare, with the last occurrence being July 18th, 2012 and February 2016. Let's see.
Well, it has.
Yeah, the highest daily temperatures in June. Yeah, 106 in July of 1936. And global warming's happening now?
Yeah, what the
fuck, dude? Holy shit, 106.
That's crazy.
No wonder why we started World War II a few years later.
For real, we were all pissed off.
Damn, dude. We were all still recovering. The next one on here is, this one's kind of weird, is giraffes and humans have the same number of vertebrae in their neck. Them motherfuckers are long as shit. They got to be huge bones.
Oh, yeah. Have to be.
What's the average size of a giraffe vertebrae? Giraffe.
I want to guess this before you say it.
Okay, go ahead. I'm going
to say, like, giraffe, bro. I want to say, like, 8 feet.
The size of one of them?
No, like, I'm just thinking of their neck.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is. Yeah.
Okay, well, the average, or their neck vertebrae are up to 10 inches long. So they're just slinging it with their vertebrae. Neck length. Their average neck, 6 feet. Which is taller than the average man. I thought the average man, average man is like 6'10", I guess, so makes sense.
6'10".
Or 5'10", excuse me. Pardon me.
You just scared. I was like, wow, I am so below average.
You're telling me. I tell myself that every day when I wake up in the morning. Wow, you're a below average man. Moving on. No one. So this one's cool because this one kind of ties in the whole like moon conspiracy we have here in the TKT podcast. Is no one born after the year 1935 has ever set foot on the moon? Just saying, man. Why haven't we gone back? Moving on. Beatles were
1935.
What?
So why does it say like after 1935? Like we wouldn't have been able to do it then.
Well, because like the youngest person ever born to step foot on the moon was born in 1935.
Oh.
So like.
Oh, I see. Okay,
yeah.
never mind.
So we landed on the moon in like the 60s or whatever, and we just haven't put a man on the moon since. It's crazy. Anyways, the Beatles, the like world famous fucking band, was only a band for 10 years. And then fucking what's the guy's name? He died. John Lennon. That's the name. Took me a second, but John Lennon. I don't listen to the Beatles. I know Yellow Submarine and Hey Jude, the two songs off the top of my head. And the only reason I know Hey Jude is because there was a spoof song when I was a kid called Hey Jews. Very controversial for 2023.
Yeah, I probably would not recommend giving that a listen.
Yeah, don't do it. I was a kid and was like, What the fuck is this? That's how I found out Hey Jude was a song. Moving on, orcas are natural predators of moose. So we've had a discussion on this podcast before as if we could beat up any animal. And I no longer think we could probably beat up a moose. Judging at the fact that the orcas are the honey badger of the sea.
Right.
Could you take a honey badger, I guess, would be the question. Or an orca?
No.
I could take an orca. If it's on land, I got it. It's on site.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
If I have to be in the water, I'm dead. I can't swim. But if that orca's on land, it's over for it.
Can I... All right, I need to say this to you quick. I'm so glad that me and you together both don't know how to swim.
Yeah.
Because I feel so bad. Like
I know a lot of people that don't know how to swim, dude.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, me, you, and Will for one.
You're the only person I know.
Like 3 or 4 people down here I know can't swim. I mean, in comparison to the number of people that can swim, it's not that much. But, I mean, I just never learned, man.
Picked on so much, and I'm like, dude, yeah. That's not my element.
Yeah, like, I love being around water. I just don't like being in the water. Just that's not where I thrive. Yeah. As long as the boat's, like, trustworthy, and then it's got a nice sea captain.
Well, then I'm also not going in the middle of the ocean. No.
Yeah, I don't think I could do a cruise. Because, like, so my argument with a cruise, man, is, like, if I'm on a plane, there's a chance. It's slim, but there's a chance. If I'm on a cruise ship and that motherfucker goes down, I'm dead. Like, I'm dead. Unless there's an ample amount of fucking safety boats or lifeboats. And even then, now you're just on a lifeboat in the middle of the ocean. I'm fat. Yeah. I'm the first one getting killed. I have the most meat.
Right.
Like, it's over.
Well, that's what I was going to say, because then all of a sudden you're on a boat. I'm going to start snapping necks. I'm wasting no time.
Yeah, like, get off my boat. Yeah. Like, if you look at the movie of the Titanic and there's, like, the lifeboats are, like, understaffed, it's like, no, that was a sufficient amount of people for Kane. Like, that boat is small.
No, like, if it's me and you, that's fine.
Slates, if you think a life jacket is going to save you in the middle of the ocean, you're wrong.
Yeah, in the middle of the ocean, no.
Like, have you seen the movie The Titanic? Most of those guys had life jackets. It's not going to help.
Cold, buddy. It's cold.
Freezing. Even during the day, cold as fuck.
Yep.
I mean, just crazy, man. Like I said, orca on land, it's over for it. If I have to be in the water, it's not happening. I wanted to look up more of these time ones because I thought this one was kind of interesting. We live closer in time, like humans, like us right now, me and you, live closer in time to when the T-Rex walked the earth than when the T-Rex walked the earth lived to when the Stegosaurus walked on the earth.
What the hell?
Yeah, like the different time periods, like the Cretaceous period and shit, and
No, yeah, that was like 7 million years ago.
something like that. I don't know. Good estimate, probably.
I think it's 5 to
Apparently, we're
7.
closer to that, and like there's other like cool time ones, like wild time facts, like
I don't know
when
how I
certain
know that.
people lived and other people did. Yeah, like dinosaurs were extinct over 30 million years before Hawaii existed. Let's see. I'm trying to find like another cool one. New Zealand was uninhabited until as late as the year between 1200 and 1300 AD. Its first settlers arrived. We are closer to the 50th anniversary of Clueless than to Clueless itself. I don't know what that fucking means. The University of Oxford is older than the Aztec Empire. I feel like I mentioned that before.
You may
have. Hold on. Crazy time life hacks. No, sorry. Crazy time when 2 people were alive. Here we go. Wow, that's crazy. So America's 10th president, never heard of this man in my life, by the way, John Tyler, some white guy, obviously, was born in 1790,
Obviously.
and he currently has 2 living grandchildren still.
How?
I don't know. This is as of 2018, but just,
There's no way.
Let's pretend. Marilyn Monroe and Queen Elizabeth were born in the same year. Damn, that's fucking wild, actually.
What?
That's fucking crazy. What the fuck? Woolly mammoths were still alive when Egyptians were building the pyramids. What the fuck? There's the Oxford one again. George Washington lived and never knew dinosaurs existed. He had died in 1799, and the first dinosaur fossil was discovered in 1824. Huh. Anne Frank and Martin Luther King Jr. were born in the same year? Whoa, what the fuck? That's wild. Wow. Damn. I'm trying to find, like, there's, like, wild ones about, like, the same 2 people, like, were alive. Swiss women got the right to vote the same year the U.S. drove a buggy on the moon, 1971. Nice. What? The fax machine was invented the same year the first wagon crossed the Oregon Trail. We could send a fax before we fucking could get to Oregon in an efficient manner without catching dysentery.
What the fuck?
What the actual fuck? NASA was exploring space by the time scientists could agree on plate tectonics. Wow. Shit, that's another thing with the moon, man. Like, there's just wild shit going on, and then all of a sudden we're like, we didn't know basic shit that we know today, and we were on the moon. It's not real.
Supposedly.
It's just fucking crazy. What? How does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
The last known widow of a Civil War vet died in 2008. When the fuck?
Civil War? Wasn't that like 18?
Yeah, so apparently this lady married a Civil War vet in 1934 when she was only 19. The Confederate soldier was 86 years old. How the fuck does that make any sense? Am I fucking stupid right now?
When was the Civil War?
I'm pretty sure it was like 1860.
I was gonna say.
Yeah,
like
1861 was the start. So 1861 to 1865. So I mean, I guess that makes sense. That's fucking wild.
She was 19 in 1935.
And that motherfucker was 86, just pulling it. 86.
How is she still alive? How was she by 08?
Well, she would have only been 93. Because if in 1934 she was 19, 20 years off of that is 1914. So in 2008 she would have been under 100.
Wow.
That's crazy. But she was alive long enough to see the first black president, African American president. That's cool. Harvard University didn't offer calculus classes for the first 3 years after the school was established because calculus hadn't been invented yet. Huh.
Probably should have never been invented.
Ecstasy was invented the same year the Titanic sank. 1912.
Well, the clues are just coming together, aren't they?
It's all coming together. What's another good one?
I gotta get a better camera. Sorry.
Wow, it looks good, buddy. What the Ottoman Empire existed the second to last time the Chicago Cubs won the World Series in 1908. Fucking what, dude? There's no fucking way.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Let's see here. Around the same time, the Gospel of Luke. No, that one's not cool.
Let us know what your favorite fact is.
Probably that one so far. I mean, that one's kind of fucking wild. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows was published in the same summer of 2007, or in the summer of 2007, the same summer the first iPhone model was. Bro, I thought Harry Potter came out in like the 90s. How soon did they just start making movies? When did the first Harry Potter come out? When did the first 2001?
2001.
Oh, so the last one, the Deathly Hallows, came out in 2007. Okay, that makes sense. That makes more sense now. Okay. All right.
A little bit.
That scared me a little bit. Let's see. What else we got here? Buffalo Bill Cody was alive at the same time the Germans were bombing the Zeppelins in 1916.
I just remembered kind of a weird fact off the top of my head.
Mm-hmm.
Paul Walker died the same year GTA 5 dropped.
Wild. That's weird that you mentioned that. I saw a post today about Paul Walker.
Really?
Yeah, it was like if you go on Google Maps to where the accident site happened, you see a bunch of like skid marks and donuts from people like going over there and like celebrating his life and like fucking wee.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I would so do that.
Same. Be kind of cool. Let's see. I'm running out. This is only a 36 list, and I'm on 33. Let's see. Let's see here. The same year after. And I don't know why that's important. That was a stupid one. That's pretty much all this one had. The rest of these are fucking stupid. The Magna Carta was signed in 1215, the same year Beijing was captured and burned by the Mongols under the direction of Genghis Khan. And there's a bonus one, 37. Oh no, that's the same one. I already read that one. What the fuck? It says these 30s. What the fuck? I'm mad. Yellowstone National Park was created in 1872, just 1 year after the German states unified into modern-day Germany. Huh. Anyways, I mean, that's really all I had to talk about. I mean, it's kind of fucking wild to think.
Yeah.
I mean, like, just kind of puts in perspective the timeline. Especially because we landed on the moon. But had a fax machine before we had a proper mode of transportation to Oregon.
Dude, just speaking of time and stuff, I saw Eddie Murphy video. It was kind of like a motivational speech type of video.
Mm-hmm.
And so let's say for safety measures, we have like 70 years left to live. Right?
Puts me in 95.
That means we have 70 summers.
That's sad.
Like, when you put it like that, bro, time is too short.
Yeah, no shit. I mean, we're just
because I'm putting myself at like 40 to 50, so that means I got 40 summers left. 40, bro.
What do you mean 40 to 50? Like years old before you die?
Yeah, like I have about 40 to 50 more years, maybe.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I was like, I don't think you're doing the math correctly if you're saying you're going to be 40 or 50 when you die. I was like, you're fucking 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's fucking wild, man. I didn't need to think about that tonight. Appreciate that. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the podcast on that fucking sad note. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the podcast. It was kind of free balling, free falling, as Tom Petty once said. But if you did enjoy this podcast,
make sure you leave. Are going to be nice.
Yeah, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe on our YouTube, as well as leave a review on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. There are only 2 more episodes left of Season 1 of the TKT Podcast, 2 Kill Time Podcast, your favorite podcast on all podcast streaming platforms. But we love you guys. Much love, and we'll see y'all in the next one.